Hello, Mr.Freakshow here. Got the battle for you, this one versus Schmee. He's in the Regular League. He also has a YouTube account. I'll link it to you in the description. We're playing each other for the third Pokebeach tournament. He sends out Swallow, I send out Glysaur. Swallow usually carries all physical attacks, so Glysaur can take it all and just try to kill a Thunderfang. But I should have seen U-turn coming and just went on the Thunderfang, but I got lucky him going to a water type, but it's bulky and doesn't take a hit even when it's critical. But I have to switch because I know it carries an ice attack because it's an ice type Pokemon, and I don't know if it's physical or special, but I have to switch because it's going to hurt Glysaur, and Regice takes it well. It's physical and carries the ability that lets Icicle Sphere hit 5 times. I go ahead and try to Thunderbolt him because I don't really know what he has. I just hope he doesn't go to Electivire or the ground type, and it turns out he goes to Tentacruel, which is weak to it, but doesn't matter since it's also really bulky and has special defense and won't take him. He's probably going to Toxic Spike, so I go ahead and switch to Dugtrio, who because of Arena Trap will keep Tentacruel from switching out and just one-hit KO it with a Choice Banded Earthquake and put it into a special sleeper, special wall, which turns out to be major later in the game. Next, he comes out to his Swallow again, which I can't really do anything to because I'm stuck in Earthquake with the ban, so I go back to Glysaur. But he just U-turns again, which doesn't hurt, but allows him to see what I have out and send in the right Pokemon, which is Glade this time, which, okay, I don't see what he can do to me, so I decided to try to taunt him, but he hypnoses me first. Puts me to sleep. So I'm like, okay, I gotta switch and get out of here. I predict him using Swords Dance, so I go to Dugtrio. And the poison doesn't really matter. And he's just Swords Dance like predicted, so now I'm faster with Earthquake, but Aerial Ice, but he comes into Shadow Sneaks, gets the crit, which turns out I would barely live if it wasn't crit. With like 6 HP. Well, I would have like a 60% chance, I think. I come back to Glysaur, who should be able to take him after a few Swords Dances anyway. He starts Swords Dancing up, and I just try to wake up and hit him, but I keep getting. It takes like 5 turns for me to wake up, and it's boring and annoying because Shadow Sneak hits me. But it's because of Shadow Sneak, I'm assuming he doesn't have. His third move is Earthquake, because otherwise it's close combat is actually stronger to Glysaur than Shadow Sneak, and my camera fell off right there, so excuse me, and I had to fix it, and I get it working eventually. But sorry for that. And he puts me to sleep again. I should have taunted when I woke up, but I didn't. And I probably would have had my Glysaur still and Regice as well, but Regice I predict can take him because he can take the Shadow Sneak, and I think he can take an Earthquake, which is what I predict the third move to be, but it is in fact close combat, which hurts. But he takes the damage from his own Life Orb and winds up dying too, which probably saved my team right there. I forgot what I go to right now. He goes to Metagross while I go to Bronzong, start trying to get him set up. He uses Agility while I use Trick Room. And now he's going to start playing some switching game while I try to set up. So I'm just going to play the random Brawl song while you now that I'm all set up, I start trying to take out his team. He did a leech seed on me in there, which turns out to be a little annoying. But he got in there a little late, and when he probably should have gotten there earlier and allowed me to keep Bronzong out. And he got a few crits with Icicle Sphere, but he hit me like 30 something times, so I should have been hit. But that crit into my Bronzong and was very annoying because otherwise Bronzong would have swept his team, and that was annoying because now I was pretty much screwed because my two Pokemon didn't have much to do against Agility Gross. Lucario was my best bet, but within Trick Room, I'm slower right now, so I just try to endure, and hopefully I'll get lucky for 3 turns. But he uses Agility and saves me. That doesn't save me, and so he like knows what I'm doing. And it turns out he doesn't have Earthquake, which I thought he did, and he just had Thunder Punch, which I managed to live through. So I use Endure again because he's now faster than me, and I get the Salak Berry boost and the full power Diversal, which isn't really needed for Metagross with like 10 HP. He goes up to Swallow. Should have endured here to see if he actually had a priority move, but I really wouldn't have been able to do anything anyway. So I go to Alakazam here, my last Pokemon, if you haven't been counting, and he just quick attacks me. And I come back with Psychic, which hurts because Spec Psychic hurts from Alakazam always, unless you're a Dark type. And he goes back to Rose Red, which I don't even know what set this thing runs because it didn't do anything to me yet. But I'm faster, so it's not Specs or not Scarf, so I kill it with Psychic and wind up winning. Good games for me. Hopefully we'll have a rematch someday.